Hi and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how our New Year's resolutions fail. They fail, and I'm going to be really, really blunt. They fail because we fear them. They fail because we don't believe in them. And they fail because we've got no idea what our vision, value, purpose is, so we don't set what we want based on that. We set a course of what we're pipe dreaming about. We set a course of, well, I really want that. I'd really like that because so-and-so's got it. I really like that because I think that would make my life easier. I'd really like that because I think it's going to make me happy. And none of the above is true. One, you're comparing yourselves. Two, the pipe dream of it will make me happy is not going to make you happy. So we set ourselves up for failure every single time. We don't chart the path with vision, value, purpose. And I am not talking about what's written on a company wall. I am talking about who you are, what you're all about, what makes you you. And if you don't know that, how the hell do you know where the shit you want to go? So the reason people, I actually don't know why they sit and do them, but the reason that fails every time they sit down to do them is because you don't want to put the time and effort in to get to know who I am, and want to take the easy route of, well, so-and-so has it, so I'd quite like it, or that's going to make it good for me. The fear around that is, if I tell anyone, maybe I'll fail, the fear of failure. The fear around that is, well, I don't believe I'm good enough to get that. The fear is about everybody else gets it, but I don't. And these are all inner critic things. We tell ourselves these stories. And don't get me wrong, these stories have been going since we were children. And those who believe in past lives, they probably came in with you as a past life, and you're having to try and deal with that because it was re-emphasized at the beginning of your life as a child. But that's what you came in to do. That's what you came in to break free of. So when it comes to setting out a new year and what's going to be best for you, the first place you have to start is, who the hell am I? What do I really want in life? What's my purpose? And what does that 10-year vision look like? That's what it means. If I don't know who I am through knowing my values, and I mean the core values, not a list of values and not the usual garbage that's spouted out about integrity and truth and honor and the crap that everybody comes out with, because I can't be arsed spending the time to do the work on me, so I'll just pick up on things that have been said that sort of resonate. Well, I know I might be controversial, I'm probably pushing lots of buttons, but that is my job. I'm meant to push buttons. I push my own buttons. I have other people pushing mine, but that's what helps me grow. That's what takes me out of that feeling secure in that comfort zone that allows complacency to come in. So you might be sitting there and getting annoyed and angry at me. Good, I'm happy. I'm spurring something within you that is making you think, that's making you get annoyed and frustrated with me. But as I always say, if you're annoyed and frustrated at me, it's just a reflection of you, right? If I get annoyed and frustrated at you, it's just a reflection of me. It's my inside feeling the discomfort, that dis-ease within my body, that I hear something that I don't like. It's usually because that's me. It's because that's what I'm doing. So we fail because we're frightened. And that's okay. We fail because we're pipe dreaming. And that's okay. We fail because we don't know who we are. So we set a course each time, each year, for What reason? Who knows? And you certainly don't know, and that's why it fails. Whereas, if you know yourself, if you take away those fears, and I know they can grip you because they've been there since you were a child, but there's many different ways of releasing those fears. Tons of them. Go and Google it. There's loads of ways to do. I use various methods. I've got one of my own called the 3 Keys to Eliminate Your Shite. That helps me take away my fears. I've got another one called Silencing Your Inner Critic, where that critic's going on at you. Well, you're never going to make that, Mags. I don't know why you're writing that down. And then the good part of your ego comes in and goes, go on, do it, write it down. But the saboteur, that inner critic, will sabotage it for you. So you need to clear all of that up. You need to clear yourself up. And, you know, many times I would hear people say, you know, I surrendered to my path. And it's like most of the time that's bollocks that people are saying that. To surrender is going to the dark side. It's going to the parts of me that I don't like, that I keep turning my eyes, my face away from. I don't want to see it, but I'm going to call it out in everybody else. Everybody else bugs me because they're showing me, and I don't like that, so I'm going to call you for that. It's deeper work, and that means spending some time with yourself. And if you're not ready for that, that's perfectly okay. Nobody's making you do it. You don't have to do it. But don't bother your arse sitting and working out what you're going to do this year. Because without the knowledge of who I am, who I really am, without taking away those fears, then those are going to remain pipe dreams. They're never going to be what you get. And it'll always be what other people get. All of the stories that you tell yourself, including other people get it and I don't, they're just stories. You can actually get rid of them. And as I say, there is many ways to do that. You just have to find the right way for you. And I've gone through my life struggling at times, and really struggling. And it's not easy to reach for help, especially, and I'm on to speak about this, especially if you're open to asking for help, but not open to receiving that help. And there is a big difference. And I have been really good over the years in accepting or receiving what I've been asking for. But actually there's still some deep stuff that I have to go through. And it's not easy. And it can get ugly crying time. And it can get where you can feel, oh my God, I don't know where to go. But there is always help at hand. The biggest thing of all is then you need to ask. Don't go further into yourself on that. So ask for the help. There'll be people around you. Ask if there's nobody around you that you can ask. Whatever, the universe, quantum, God, whatever you want to call it, ask for help. It will always be given. It'll always lead you to a video. It'll always lead you to someone. It'll always lead you to a book. It'll lead you to something that will help you. But you have to be open to receive. And as the time's gone on and I've thought I've got really good at receiving, this year has actually shown me that I've actually not been that great at receiving. And there was a blockage within me that was deeper than I had. I suppose I often talk to my clients about peeling the onion. You know, we peel the onion and then another part pops up and we have to peel that part of the onion. It is part of peeling the onion. And I got to the core. And I've been peeling this onion for quite a while, quite a number of years. And it was inner child stuff. And I thought I had it sussed. And out of the blue, and when I say out of the blue, in actual fact, astrologically, and I am no expert in astrology, but I have taken notice of it over the last 5 years and been very interested. And in my chart, I now understand why all of a sudden that's popped up and hit me smack bang in the face. And I had to stop and I had to reach for help. But more importantly, I had to accept and welcome that help in. And then I had to act on it. So there's one thing about being shown something that's a different thing acting to change it. And I've got some tools that I went to help shift that, which was great. But I also had people who are amazing in my life, and you know who you are, who helped me reach in and go, I'm a doer in life. I'm not a thinker, I'm a doer. I needed to do things to move me forward. So if you have to do that to make your big achievements come to, and it's funny because when I was going through my achievements from last year, I always start with achievements. I'd been thinking my year hadn't been that great. And then I looked at the achievements and the highlights of the year. They had been absolutely brilliant. But I wasn't looking at them. I was focusing on the things that I hadn't done. And to be honest, there was not a lot in my list that I hadn't done. I have, when I do these, I tend to try and go more with the flow. As a control freak, I like to have everything all mapped out. But in actual fact, over the years, I've let that go a bit, and I try and let things flow more. But I do like some guidelines on the way. And to be honest, most of the guidelines I had ticked off. There was only a couple that hadn't. But then I realised that some of them were low key as well, that I hadn't really reached for the stars. I have in my 10-year vision, but my 1 years I was playing it small, really, in my 1 year visions. So I realised why. I still had these within me, the blockages. And I feel that beginning of this year I've managed to release. So if you need to do that work, do the work. Do the work before you spend the time writing out what you're going to do that's never going to happen. Because if you don't believe it, and I can tell you right now, most of us don't believe, we really don't. And that's why, and the stats and data say only 8% people actually complete what they said they're going to do at the beginning of the year. I completed most of it, but I was playing small. Don't play small. If you're going to do it, really go. So, why do people not manage to achieve their resolutions or their New Year's targets or whatever you want to call it? First thing is they don't know themselves well enough. So get to know you. They're in fear. Get rid of the fears that are there. Find different ways to get rid of that fear. And most of all, it's just pipe dreams, because those two hold us back. So find out what you really want, what you would really... This year is our big year of making a difference. We think that the last few years that we've been going through have been horrendous at times and difficult, etc. But this year is a big, big year for us as human beings, the collective as human beings. So the thing I'd say now is get yourself sorted. Work out. This is Aquarius at the moment, all about the people getting together. You'll notice around the earth at this moment, people are gathering up, the bottom up, and saying no to governments and no to different people and no, we will do. Find your tribe. Find the people that you will be happy to challenge you, to make you think and make you feel that I can do so much good because they're lifting you up. Find your tribe and then let them help you work out who you are. And once you've done that, then by all means set a course. Set a course that's right for you, not anybody else. Other people, they don't even know who you are, because let's face it, we always keep that wee bit to ourselves of who we are. So, yeah, only you know, but you need to spend the time to get to know you. So, and that, the best way I can tell you, vision, value, purpose, they really help go, boom, this is this is me and this is what it is. There's lots out there. Google whatever I'm saying. Google the stuff, find out for yourself. Go on and see what you can get. I've got some tools, etc. Reach out. You know, for those people who are struggling and maybe don't have people around them that can help them or anything, then, you know, reach out and ask. You'll get me at 𝗵𝗶𝘀𝗋𝗄𝗏.com/blog. And there, if you want to contact me, there's a page, contact us. Just pop in there, reach out for some help. There's also, we have a community called Dare to Shine Your Brilliance. And if you just want people to help you be accountable in the long term and actually build you up, there's one place you can go. There is many places out there, so choose what's best for you. And the best place to get that is at 𝗵𝗶𝘀𝗋𝗄𝗏. And then it is / remember the name, Dare to Shine Your Brilliance. So it's DTSYB, and that's /community. So if you're looking for a bit of help, then by all means go there. But there's lots. Go out, have a look on YouTube, have a look at all the places you normally get help. The universe is there to help you. Let it help you. If you call it God, your God will help you. Just ask. And then go forward in the best way for you and make this your best year ever by going in the way and finding out more about who you are. And that will make life so much easier. So, for me, for now, as always, stay true, stay you, and keep bringing out your brilliance. Bye for now.